first item is accepting a donation for rapid testing machine. I'll call on Chief Wiseman.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
So we just have one study session item for you. We had a Mattress Haven donated $330 for the testing machine, for the COVID-19 tested rapid testing machine that the fire department purchased. We would like to ask that we accept the donation next week and then publicly thank Mattress Haven and thank him for being a great community partner and making this a fantastic community and place to work.
Mm-hmm.
Community partners like him.
I'd say bring it next week.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I would think that we could take it when we come out of recess to keep it at terrible. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
I have two items on the study session. The first is the 2020 Special Olympics Cover the Cruiser event. In 1981, in Wichita, Kansas, Police Chief Richard Lemunion created the torch run for law enforcement. This year, we were unable to do the torch run due to COVID, but Assistant Chief Todd Martins and Sheriff Montaigne have been very involved with Special Olympics, and they would like to do a Cover the Cruiser event at Walmart. Basically, you donate money, you get to put your name on it, and it sticks to a patrol car. And we'll be doing that at Walmart. So I just wanted to let everybody know that that will be coming up. 2020 has been a difficult year for many, but Special Olympics as a special group, which really missed out on the biggest event in their lives this year. And we want to make things better for them and the amazing work of their team. So that's first item. And the second item is obviously the police department 2020 Blue Santa program is underway. And what we're doing is we're raising money so we can buy presents and gifts for families, children during the holidays. If anybody wants to donate to this Blue Santa program, they can contact Captain Mark Brink at the police department. And if you donate over $25, you will get a Blue Santa button as an appreciation for donating. And we'll be doing that for about 2 more weeks. So I just wanted to get the word out. Other than that, I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chief.
Cover the Cruiser, yes. I just closed this. Let's see. It is on. I will get you that. 10 to 2, yep.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, Public Works.
I just have one item, and it's out of the wastewater treatment facility. We had a failure in one of our primary mixing pumps in SBR 3 and needs to be repaired. We received a quote from Lee Matthews, Wichita's a subsidiary of Fluid Equipment for repairs. The estimated cost of the repair is $21,220. We're also looking into a backup pump. This failure occurred 5 months after a routine inspection that showed no sign of any issues. Without one of the SBRs, it reduces the plant capacity by 25%. We're looking into a backup pump to ensure that we can continue to operate in case of a pump failure. The cost of the backup pump will be in the neighborhood of $48,000.
That's for a used pump?
No, that's for a new one.
That's a new pump?
Yeah.
And what's the expected life expectancy?
I don't know right offhand. I can look into that for you.
Okay.
So you're looking for $21,220 plus $48,000 for that.
Yeah, we
New
haven't
pump.
received the final quote on the replacement pump, but the repair is 21.2. I'd bring that next Monday.
Okay,
I'll bring the replacement pump if we have the quote by that time.
okay, good. Thank you.
Jeanette is asking a question real quick.
there should be, I don't know the availability of the pump. I have to look into that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'll move on. The new construction home buyers incentive program. I'm turning you down real quick, Mayor. That's where the feedback's coming from off the phone. The new construction home buyer incentive program, which began back in May of 2013 as a 2-year program, was extended an additional 2 years back in 2015, and then once again for 3 years in 2017, bringing the end date for that particular program to be December 31st, 2020. In multiple discussions with the governing body, there's been some desire to look at extending that program for an additional 2 or 3 years. The attached ordinance kind of lays out how the NCHIP program would be extended, basically from January 1st of 2021 to December 31st of, depending on whether you go 2 or 3 years. The NCHIP program provides down payment assistance and rebates on city portion of property taxes for individuals moving into new homes within the city of McPherson. The incentive was designed to encourage current and future residents to build new homes and expand the housing footprint of McPherson. Since its inception back in May of 2013, the following number of homes have been participated in the program on an annual basis. In 2013, there were 13 homes, 2014, 20, 2015, 18, 2016, 12, 2017, 11, 2018, 4, 2019, 6, and 2020, 7. I will note that during part of those years when we had lower numbers, we also had RCAP in place too. So some individuals might have taken advantage of RCAP as opposed to NCHIP. So that's part of the reason we had the lower numbers here in the last 3 years. I've got, like, as I mentioned, I've got a copy of that draft out there, but then there's maybe a couple things that we maybe want to take from what we've done with the RCAP, and it's just worth some discussion this morning. And part of those things would be, I highlighted them in the draft that you've got there, but we had some language in there that says that if you participate in NCHIP, that you can't participate in RCAP, or RCAP said you can't participate in NCHIP or RHID. It might not hurt to add that language back to the NCHIP ordinance, which I could work with Jeff Houston on to add that language if we so choose. And then the only other thing would be, let's see, let me find the other section that
Section 2.
if we so chose, one of the things that we could do is just tie it to whether we actually have budgeted funds in the next upcoming year, so you wouldn't have to necessarily renew it. You could just tie it to the fact whether the city commission budgets funds for it. That would be the only things that you could change, or we could just renew it for 2 or 3 years and do it as we've done in the past. But RCAP actually tied it to available funds in the next upcoming budget year. As long as they're budgeted, it allows it going forward. So if we want to just move forward as we have, we absolutely can do that.
Am I on again? Am I on again?
Yeah, Janetta's going to ask a question. Gary just asked a question of Janetta about how much we've expended.
So since since 2013, I apologize, I don't have this for you, but I can email it to you specifically. But in 2013, in the in-chip, there was $55,316.15 spent. In 2014, $86,027.50. 2015, $86,595.07. In 16, $49,716.96. And in 17, $44,032.14. And then 18, when the RCAP began, there was roughly 2,000 in RCAP and 8,000 in in-chip, for a total of around 10,000. And then in 19, there was like 12,000 in in-chip and 16,000 in RCAP. And then I don't have to date 2020 numbers, but I can tell you from a budget standpoint in 2021 in our housing line item that gets paid out of the administration budget, there's $155,000 budgeted in that line item, of which 100,000 is for the Housing Coalition, of which we manage that grant on their behalf. So the rest of that, which would be about 55,000, is to cover RCAP and in-chip programs. So you can see off the numbers that I have read off, there's been a significant fluctuation in what has been paid out of these programs. My only concern would be is the number of houses available as far as new construction with the Strawn Development, Barnstormers, and the Premier, as well as the development that we just finalized out in Eagles Wings. So we have seen an uptick this year with the in-chip program based off of those new developments. So
If we would decide to go for 3 years, are you comfortable with that? Financially?
not based off of what we've budgeted. I don't think $55,000 is going to budget. So I'm thinking in the
But
next
that'd
few
be for
years,
sure.
depending with what we see, because Barnstormers alone has, I don't know how many lots available to build. So it could be like a run on the bank, because I can tell you, all of the realtors in town and developers highly encourage people to apply for this. And so I believe there's 41 lots in Premier and 50 some lots in Barnstormers, and then what's out in Eagles Wings. So with the opportunity for new housing, there could be a significant increase in the in-chip payout.
Am I on again?
Yeah.
Am I on? There are a lot of for building, but where you look at the average, and then this has stimulated people. I am not as concerned as Janetta. We're not going to get 41 lots building next year. If you take that, even the beginning year averages, we'll be lucky to do that. So I think if there are some adjustments that need to be made in the language, that we should work with the city attorney to make some adjustments. But this has been a program that has put in housing and made people take the bull by the horn and put in for housing. And we have other grants coming up on moderate housing. If we get any of that at all, and chances are we won't get the full request. So I don't think you can say we don't have enough money because there's 41 lots available. There will be no 41 houses built in 2021, especially as we come out of COVID, my opinion. But I would ask that we work this up and bring it forward next week, and we can decide.
Go ahead.
I can easily add language that this is capped for what you allocate for, so it's not some kind of a runaway train. Two, I really hope you have the problem that you've got 41 new houses. we'll deal with the budget side if that's your problem. The final thing I would say is be careful concentrating just on expense. Those new houses are also a revenue source. And if you only focus on the expense and not the revenue, it's not a balanced look at it. So
That's a good point.
I can easily put cap language in there for you.
Yeah, I would hope that you would do that. And I will, if Janetta didn't say it, I'll say it. We're dealing with cash, not with budget. So, but we may have to have a way to readjust if we were so lucky to have a run-on housing. So anyway, let's put it on for next week and see with an amendment to the wording and see what happens.
Well, yeah, and if you look at the last 3 years, we really haven't had a run on the housing thing, and I'm not too sure that, and I'm not criticizing necessarily, but I'm not too sure that our real estate people are pushing this as much as we think they are.
I think your developers are probably the ones that are pushing it hardest.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think what Nick said, the developers probably working harder to do it than our real estate people are. And I would agree with the mayor, we'll bring it next week.
So bring it for 3 years?
I would like to bring it for 3 years.
3 years, okay. And I'll work on we can add that language that says that they won't overlap with RCAP or
No
RHID.
overlap cap language, 3 years.
Okay,
I'd suggest highlighting that so that we can specifically look at the new language that's put into it then.
I will.
Okay?
okay. Is there anything else to be brought up in study session? Okay, then the study session is over.